Hey guys, ZCrazyG here, back with another Crash 4 video. Now, I have already made a video on my personal favourite levels in the game, and in said video, I asked if you would like to know what I thought the worst levels were, and true to my word, here we are. Just under 2 months later. The thing is, I don't really consider any of the levels bad as such. They're all well designed, some to varying extents. It's just that there's a select few that I feel do things wrong or are just much less enjoyable for varying reasons compared to the vast majority of levels, hence why this is only a top 5 list. Anyway, with that, let's get right on into it. First up on this list, we have the Crate Escape, my favourite level in the snacks dimension, which tells you all you need to know about the rest of this list. To be completely honest, I actually really like the majority of this level. The whole Cortex section I think is very well done. I love the setting of climbing on the rooftops, and like most of Cortex's sections, it's well designed to accommodate his moveset and mechanics, to create some really nicely done puzzle platforming, despite one or two finicky moments with these moving platforms. But it is unfortunately just let down by this ending section. Dear God. Now, it's annoying because in concept, this is a really cool idea, but in execution, it's really messy. First off, not only does it just plonk you into this part with no warning, meaning you'll likely fall off straight away on your first try, but especially when going for the boxes and the perfect relic, this is just fucking ridiculous. With not only how fast the platforms are moving, but also how precise and small some of these platforms are. It really fucks with depth perception and accuracy, and it just makes what should have been something really awesome into a really annoying and frustrating segment. However, this is only the last section, and a brief one at that. The rest of this level I have no quarrel with, hence why it's only at the number 5 spot. Next up on this list is Dahi Blows. No, not Booty Calls as well, just Dahi Blows. Talk about such a lackluster and pointless alternate character segment. It annoys me to put this here because if you've seen my favourite levels, you'll know that I put Booty Calls relatively high on this list, and I think it's a fantastic level. But if you've also seen my Crash 4 review, you'll know that I have mixed opinions on the alternate timeline levels. I enjoy the sections with other characters, but feel like when it reverts back to Crash and Coco section, it just feels like repetitive padding. But with this level, I really can't forgive the absolutely pathetic Dingo Dial section at the beginning, let alone the standard repeat of the level. All the other alternate timeline levels at the very least gave the other characters a somewhat substantial section before switching over, but this is just dreadful. It lasts all but a couple of minutes at the most before it switches you back to the same level as you had already played before. And yeah, while I do really like Booty Calls, I like it as a complete experience from start to end. Then again, that's also why it's not any higher, cause I still like the atmosphere and design of this level. It's just unfortunately such a brief and underwhelming turnout on Dingo Dial's part on top of the already repeated level section. Okay, now back onto the snacks dimension with Food Run. The strange thing about this level is that there's technically nothing really that wrong with it in terms of design or layout that's frustrating or anything that would give me a reason not to like it. It's just that I simply didn't enjoy this level and I found it fairly boring and unentertaining compared to most other levels. Nothing about this level clicked with me in the slightest. The design didn't really wow me like the other levels did. I found the bonus round to be way too like a flashback level than a bonus round with its heavily puzzle-oriented design. And even this section with the vans, while creative, I did find more so annoying than fun. I honestly don't know what happened here with me and this level in particular, cause I really enjoyed all the other levels not on this list. Now, I can't fault it on its presentation. The visuals and sound design are fantastic. It's just that from a gameplay perspective, it was just very underwhelming and flat compared to what the rest of the game had to offer. An unusual one, but for me, unfortunately, just not my thing. Bears repeating and building bridges on this list? My god, who could have ever seen this coming? Yeah, we all know the main reason these two are on here is because of this bullshit. I ranted about it plenty enough in my Crash 4 review. While I like the level design, it's completely fucking ruined by the shitty controls and hitboxes. It makes what should be a fantastic evolution of the classic animal riding sections into a hellish gauntlet of constantly retrying over and over again. Oh god, these levels above all are an example of the bullshit of the insanely perfect relics. And it sucks as well because it lets down what would have been an otherwise fine level. Everything that prefaces this section is good stuff, and I love this awesome little callback to the high road and road to nowhere. Yes, this particular section of the torn apart in building bridges is incredibly annoying with how finicky and precise it demands you to be. With bears repeating though, I feel what keeps me from putting it any higher is that I have to take the rest of the level into consideration, which is absolutely fine. It's just so annoying that Toys for Bob fucked up this part so badly with the mechanics that it really does detract so much from the level as a whole. I'm really sorry to shit on the snacks dimension so much, but it just really lacked compared to the rest of the game. And the epitome of that is Rush Hour, by far the least enjoyable level in the whole game for me, no question. Now to point out first and foremost, I think the settings and the visuals are fantastic. Going over the rooftops of this futuristic city with such a high level of detail, all running so smoothly, it's awesome. In terms of gameplay, it's utterly miserable. This level is way too long, and I know a lot of Crash 4's levels are long, but this is just fucking ridiculous. The first half has us play as Dingo Dial, and it's tolerable, albeit annoying when trying to get all the boxes, and especially when going for the insanely perfect relic. This part here on top of the vehicles was just aggravating, trying to get everything without dying. And then you get onto the Torna section, which is just really damn annoying. The main problem here is that Torna can be quite stiff and finicky to control. And in this section, which requires a lot of quick and fast-paced movements and reactions in quick succession, combining that with just how finicky Torna's movement can be, it makes this part more frustrating than it really should be. And oh god, don't even get me started on this shit section at the end with the traffic. So not only do you have to work around the not so fluent movement, but react to several platforms and obstacles at once, all moving at different speeds. It really is just more of a pain in the ass than it is fun, in my opinion, especially with the insanely perfect relic. I hated every second of countless attempts I did to get this one. Ugh. And so those are my top 5 least favourite levels in Crash Bandicoot 4. A couple which I'm absolutely sure many expected to be on here, but maybe one or two that perhaps you weren't expecting. Of course, this is all subjective in the end. The levels I may not have enjoyed as much could be completely different to yours. So I do of course encourage you to share some of your least favourite levels in the comments below. And with that guys, thank you all so much for watching. Do feel free to like and subscribe if you feel like it, and I'll see you all in the next video. Take care guys.